in the previous episode. Handling controllers, controller. And now... Hi guys, I'm Zach from Nerdworks Media, back again with another Rate My Ride.
Boo! You stink!
But it's okay, I promise it's going to be a good one. So before we get started on this episode, I just want to give a very big shout out to BJL Custom Knives. So I know Barry from my dad's shop, and this video isn't sponsored or anything like that, just by the way. It's just me giving him a big thanks. So I meant to do this a while ago, but Barry very nicely makes these knives, and he very kindly gifted me with this nice knife for my girlfriend. Just without me even really mentioning it, I was just saying that I'd like to speak to him about getting a knife for my girlfriend, and he gave me that. So he does custom knives, as you can see. He does very good work. They look fantastic. I'm probably going to add some short cinematics, I guess. He does really cool knives. He also does these, which you guys will probably be more interested in. This is what he calls his driver's knife. Mine is very old and dirty, so I apologize for that. But essentially this is meant for whilst you're driving, if you're not feeling comfortable in a certain area. There's nothing illegal as far as I'm aware about just having and holding a knife in the car. So you can just hold this and drive, hand on the steering wheel with it, but you've still got a knife in your possession in case something happens. Now, for the purposes of YouTube, I cannot show you my next one, me getting my next one. However, I can just make it appear in my hand. So 3, 2, 1. Ta-da! So as you can see here, this is actually a belt. So I couldn't take that off on camera, but it's a belt, and then hidden within it is another knife. Just a very small little quick shout out to BJL Knives Barry, because I mean, he gives me knives a lot of the time when I should be paying a lot more for them, or he just gives them to me for free. So I just wanted to give him a little bit of a shout out quickly. Anyway, back to your regular scheduled programming. Okay, but with that, let's get back to our normal content. So first up, we have the Venom Works Z. This is a 350Z with a Rocket Bunny kit. It's one of the first in the country, I believe, but this thing is like completely set. I don't know how else to describe it. So it started off life as a silver 350Z with some very basic mods, but over time was transformed into this bronze monster you see before you. I've seen this Z in person before, and I have to admit it looks super clean and really well done. I haven't got a mods list, unfortunately, but besides the wide body, it looks like the car obviously has new rims and tires to fit the wide body. It has brid seats. I'd never know how to pronounce it properly. Anyway, as well as it looks like it has an aftermarket exhaust. This Z is popping, guys, like damn. That's what the cool kids say, right? Yeah. Anyway, as a rating, I think I'm going to give this Rocket Bunny 350Z an 8 out of 10. It's gorgeous, but there's a few things that I'd like to see be improved. The fitment is really good, but it's not perfect, and I understand that it's very hard. Oh, English please. And I understand that that's a very hard thing to do in this country because of our roads and stuff. But I'm just trying to mark this as a global overall, if I'm to judge, thing. I mean, you could go air and then you can solve both problems, but I know a lot of people are against air. Anyway, another comment is I'd love to see the headlights de-chromed with that LED conversion that you see all the time. They put like the daytime running lights in it and stuff like that. I'd love to see that on the Z. I think that would look really cool. But that's actually all the points I have to make about this car. Otherwise, I think it's absolutely lovely. I love it. It's fantastic. So 8 out of 10. Cool. From one Z to another, now let's look at Callum's 280Z. So you guys might remember Callum from his 300Z. He was actually in my very first video, that fancy 300Z. but this man's be collecting all of the classic JDM cars. Not going to go through his list, that's for a different video. But today we're going to be speaking about his 280Z. So this 280Z was resprayed in Jaguar Silver. It's currently sitting on art suspension coilovers. It has a custom exhaust, and then past that a few other period correct exterior mods. It's a very plain and simple, clean daily, which is exactly what Callum was using the car for. Looks super, I want to say smooth. Looks super sleek, looks super good. The Z is a stunner, and I personally find that the tire writing adds to that classic retro look and vibe that Callum was going for with this build, you know, the period correct look and everything. And then with that front lip that he has, it really sets his 280Z from, well, aside from all the other 280Zs that you see around the country. It does really look good. Unfortunately, there's not much else to say. It is a beautiful car though. So beautiful, in fact, Callum, I'm going to be giving you a 7 out of 10. If you know how my rating works, I give not super modified cars between the 4 to 6 mark actually, but I've kind of made it a 7. It's just super well kept and it's super clean. It looks really good. I don't know what else to say. Fantastic car. Honestly, your Z is fantastic and I actually wouldn't touch a thing about it. And then finally, last but not least, certainly not least, we have another Miata boy all the way from the United States of the Americas. That grey Miata coming in clutch and always bringing a Miata into the episode. As you guys know, I have to mention a Miata, otherwise is this even a Rate My Ride episode? So this is exactly what I've been looking for in builds in a whole, because this is my styling. So he's got the classic and modern vibe kind of intertwined, and he's done it really well, purposely or not. He's actually done it quite well. It's got that mixture of classic and modern vibing together, but never clashing with each other. So it's a classic Miata obviously, but with a more modern grey coloring or color. I'm not sure exactly what color it is, but it's, I don't know, it's one of the modern greys that you see, and you don't often see Miatas in this color. So, but then couple that with the classic style rims, and no, this just looks amazing. And can I just say, yes boys, that is what we call fitment right there. Hells yes. This is garbage, but this is perfect. This is fitment goals. Ooh. And the contrast between the old school pop-ups, the full pop-ups, but with the modern LED lights, and then the classic style JDM lip, bruh. You've outclassed this all. I'm not sure what else has been done to this NA Miata, but it looks divine. I think I'm gonna have to settle on a solid 7 out of 10 for this build as well. I'm not sure what's under the hood. If I could see what was under the hood, I don't know if it's turboed NA but with ITBs. I'm not sure what's happening. If I knew more, I could give it a higher mark. So that grey Miata, if you hit me up after this video and you tell me, or you send me a picture of what's under the hood, I can either rate you higher or keep it where you are, depending on what's going on. But definitely a solid 7 out of 10 for right now. This thing is beautiful and I don't know what else. The only thing that I could remark is that the grey is kind of common, not necessarily on Miatas, but are like around, but really, do we get tired of looking at that color? It looks good. So yeah, but unfortunately I didn't have much of a mod list for a lot of the cars in this episode, and that's because I left it very late, and that's on me. I'm sorry, but hush now, because unfortunately it is the end of the episode. So with that, I'd like to say a huge thank you to everyone that took part in this video and that was in this list. It was a bit of a rush and I scrambled together, scrambled to speak to whoever I could to get in the video, and everyone came in clutch. So a very big thank you to all the guys in this video. But that's going to be it from me today. I hope you guys enjoyed. I tried to make it a little bit more whimsical this episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like and comment down below. If you didn't, tell me how I can improve down below. And consider subscribing if you've gotten this far through the video. Otherwise, I bid you a good farewell. There's a car. Cars. So with that, I'd like to say a huge thank you to everyone. I know a lot of people are against air. Anyway. Please tell me you recorded.